All right, this time on Ozark Garage, we are back in beautiful Colorado with the Trail 125, and we've also got the DRZ 400 along with it too. All right, so we've done a little bit of highway here with the Trail 125, and it's 143cc big bore kit. More power, yes, thumbs up. More power on the flats at high altitude, which is one of the things we wanted to fix. And now we're gonna head up the Hancock Pass Trail. So this is part of what's known as the Miners Loop in Colorado, and you can make a big loop from St. Elmo to Pitkin to Tincup and back to St. Elmo if you want. Right now we're right outside St. Elmo, and we're going to head south on this Forest Service road toward Hancock Pass. Trails up here full of these a lot of these collapsing cool old mine buildings, but they are dangerous, as you can imagine. Most of them are still private property. Lost your fuel bottle again. There's a ghost town there, yeah. Town of Hancock. Nope, we're going left. That's the walking trail. That's for losers. We're going to do the backside. So now we're into some terrain that's pretty challenging for the Trail 125. And we can either take a right and continue up this road, and this will take us to Hancock Pass itself, over the mountains and toward Pitkin, or we can continue to go straight and see if we can make it to Hancock Lake for maybe a shorter day trip and still take us back to St. Elmo when we're done. At this point, we decide we're going to go straight on to Hancock Lake and see where we get. There you go. Keep your feet up. Go to the left of my bike. That's a bypass.
Why are you just telling me this?
This section would have been a bit much for the old Trail 125, so we've both packed some shoes we can hike in, and we are going to hike up to Hancock Lake. That's the walking trail. That's for losers. Instead of riding all the way up there, do sections like this. Even if you make it all the way to the end of the trail, you're going to have to stop at the parking area and hike the last 1,000 feet if you want to get to Hancock Lake, and even farther if you want to make it to the upper Hancock Lake. But it's got a pretty nice view when you get up there. Alright, so we are back on the bikes and headed down. Probably not going to do Hancock Pass. Head over to Tincup. I had a snack here on the trail. And go over the pass, and you gotta go up, and you gotta go down, or you at least gotta go up the top and then come back down. So we'll just see where we get. Kind of playing it by ear. This is the historic town of St. Elmo, allegedly the most famous ghost town in Colorado. I say it's a ghost town, but it's still got some active businesses. We're gonna curious to here. I think there's a general store down here that we're hopefully gonna find. See if we find a place to park. There's the general store back there.
St. Elmo was pretty busy for how small of a place it is. There's not much there but a general store with some antiques outdoors and a spot where you can feed a bunch of chipmunks. So we walked around, had an energy drink, and then decided to hit the trail.
We are going to head over onto Tincup Pass Road, and we're going to see how far we make it down that road.
So the plan here is to head west out of St. Elmo and head up toward Tincup Pass and eventually the town of Tincup. We've ridden part of this before. We rode down from Taylor Park through Tincup and over to Mirror Lake and then stopped there and turned around.
Number 5. 16. There's a cool little trick for you. Too rocky and bumpy and whatever. Says enough of Tincup Pass. So we're riding, going down now. Didn't make it very far. Probably walk up and get her bike back down. What'd you say? You guys reenacting the Dumb and Dumber thing?
So we've got about 500 miles on the big bore kit on the Trail 125, and high altitude performance is one of the things we sought to improve, and here we definitely did. So the speedometer on the DRZ reads a little high, but here we are at about 10,000 feet density altitude, and we're holding 54, 53 miles an hour. Before, we were down into the 40s, so a full 10 miles per hour difference here at this altitude, which is great.
So up here at Cottonwood Lake, and I see these guys out here with a camera. I'm like, oh, what are they looking at? And sure enough, there's a moose out here. A moose standing in the water. How cool is that? It's not something you see every day. See where this mule deer goes. So today we're going to run the 4-mile area. So we're going to top off both bikes with some 91 here. See how much we put in the DRZ. So it looks like 1.8 gallons out of our 2.6 gallon tank. Trail 143 probably used nothing. Alright, so 0.6 in the Trail 125 and 1.7 in the DRZ. Run 91 in the DRZ because it's got 11:1 or something compression ratio, and the Trail 143 has a higher compression ratio. I don't know what it is because it's not listed. So like I said, we're going to head east of Buena Vista here, and we're going to run 4-mile area. So let's get to it.
go, very kind of like.
Well, there's a gnarly rock garden there. We can go around. interesting location for a cabin or something, I guess. That deep. Woo! That's, yeah. Yeah, you should probably take the bypass instead of doing that.
Alright, here you go.
Come on.
After leaving the 4 Mile area, we decided to head north out of Buena Vista and check out an area we'd never been to before called Clear Creek Reservoir.
Alright, we're here on the Clear Creek Road and see a sign for Vicksburg Museum parking. I don't know what it is. We're going to check it out. Alright, so that was a neat little detour at the Vicksburg Museum. Now we're going to head on down and see where the rest of this the Clear Creek Road takes us, and see if there's anything else interesting down here. And Winfield, Colorado, I guess. Winfield School Museum looks like it's closed.
Well, that's pretty much it for this episode of Ozark Garage. If you stuck it out to the end, I really appreciate you watching, and I'd also appreciate it if you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to be notified anytime a new video drops, which we try to drop one every couple weeks or so. So once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.